students, in this video we will be looking at a conjunction either or. If you are new to our channel, please do subscribe our channel and watch the video from the beginning to the end. After watching the video, please give your comment in the comment box. Now we are going to see a correlative conjunction either or. You have a question on this conjunction in your 10th class English paper 1. If you understand this conjunction as to how it is used, you will be able to write the answers correctly, and it can be used in your description also. In addition to that, as and when it is necessary, you can use the same conjunction in your spoken language. So that is why pay attention to this class right from the beginning till the end. Look at the conjunction either or. To understand either or, you need to cover these points. I will explain in a detailed manner. Listen to me. Either or. First one, what is the part of speech? What is the name of the part of speech of this either or? See, the name of the part of speech of either or is a conjunction. A conjunction. In conjunction, we have different kinds. The kind is correlative conjunction. Correlative conjunction is nothing but a pair of words. We have two words, either or. In between these two, I have put some space. What does it mean? It means these two words are not used at the same place. Either is used at one place, or is used at another place. Either is used before a word, or is used before another word. That is conjunction, correlative conjunction. Next, what is the meaning of this conjunction either or? See, the meaning of this conjunction is either means one, or means the other. Either means one, or means the other. So it gives some meaning that it is one or the other. Next, what is the function, or what is the role, or what is the importance of this correlative conjunction in a sentence? Look at this. Its function is it combines two words. This correlative conjunction combines two words. These two words may be nouns or pronouns or verbs or adjectives. Okay, nouns or pronouns. Okay, verbs, two verbs or two adjectives. It emphasizes, this correlative conjunction is used to emphasize option or a choice between two things. This is the function of correlative conjunction. Next, what is its position or a place in sentences? Generally, where is this correlative conjunction either or is used? See, it is used before a noun, or before a pronoun, or before a verb, or before adjective. See, if it is used before an adjective, okay, either is used before an adjective or is used before an adjective. We have learned that it combines two words. These two words must be same parts of speech. These two words may be same parts of speech, except these two, Okay, these two, in place of noun, pronoun can be used. That is why noun and pronoun can be combined. But regarding verb and adjective, those two verbs are used, or two adjectives are used. So either or combines the same parts of speech. Let them be noun or pronoun, or verb or adjective. And last one, examples. Okay, how the questions are asked in public examinations, and how to write the answers. We see how the question is asked and how you have to write answer. While writing the answer, okay, what are the steps to be taken? Okay, what measures are to be taken while writing the answer? Okay, look at these examples. Okay, first example, I understand English. Full stop. I understand Telugu. We have two sentences. I understand English. I understand Telugu. When you observe these two sentences, only one word is different. In the first sentence, English is word. In the second sentence, Telugu is there. Remaining, I understand and I understand both are same. So when two expressions are the same, we have to avoid one, use only one. Okay, because we are asked to combine the two sentences using conjunction either or. So we write the first expression, I understand. Okay, what are the two different words? English, Telugu. So use either before English and use or before Telugu. So answer is I understand either English or Telugu. This is avoided. You know why it is avoided? Because it is repeated. Because it is repeated. I is there, understand is there. So we write either or before these two different words. What is one different? English is different, Telugu is different. These two are nouns. These two are nouns, two nouns. Either is used before noun or is used before noun. So this is the way as to how to write the answer. First, in the sentence, identify what are the similar expressions, what are different words. If two similar expressions are there, you take only one, and different words are there, you place either before one different word or before another different word, as we have done here. Look at the second example. He may attend the party, full stop. His son may attend the party, full stop. In the first sentence, may attend the party expression, may attend the party expression. So two expressions are the same, but what are the different words? Different words, he is one word, his son is another word. So these two are different. So before those two different words, conjunction either or is used. Okay, so these two are different. So subject is this one, so we write either before subject. So either he. Okay, either he. And we can avoid this sentence because we have the same at the end. Okay, before this subject, or his son. Either he or his son may attend the party, full stop. So this expression and this expression both are same. That is why we don't need the first one. So you may have a doubt, sir, why don't we write this one instead of this one? Okay, if you think so, if we write this sentence, it is incomplete. The answer is incomplete. We cannot just use only his son and stop the sentence. That is why you make it a meaningful sentence. Okay, that is why we have taken the second part. So here we take first part, here we take second part according to the context and the meaning. Look at the third example. You can play, full stop. You can watch TV. In these two sentences, you can both are same expression. So you can both are same, but the verb play, watch, these two are different. So before these two different verbs, either or is used. So we can start. You can either play or watch TV, and this is not necessary because you can already we have used. You can either play or watch TV. So this you can is avoided. Okay. Look at the fourth example. You go by bus, full stop. You take a cab. So in this sentence, Okay, you both are same. You both are same. So that's why we take only one. And go by bus, take a cab. These two are different. So before go by bus and before take a cab, we can use the conjunction either or. And we avoid one subject because you and you is there. So we take the first one. You either go by bus and or take a cab. So we have avoided second subject. Look at the fifth example. She has fluency. She has spontaneity. Okay, she has fluency. Okay, she has. She has spontaneity. She has. Again, we have two same similar expressions, but fluency is different, spontaneity is different. So before fluency use either, before spontaneity use are. Okay, we take the first subject. She has either fluency or spontaneity. She has either fluency or spontaneity. Okay, then look at the sixth sentence. You must apologize, full stop. You must leave the place. Okay, this is a sentence from your textbook, Abdul Kalam's lesson, My Childhood. You must apologize, full stop. You must leave the place. In this expression, you must. So, the two are similar. So, we need only one. Apologize verb different, leave the place different. So, before apologize use either, before leave the place use are. So you can begin the answer. You must either apologize or leave the place. Okay, we have taken the first you must and there is avoided second you must. And look at the last sentence. Sarada is beautiful, full stop. Sarada is intelligent. Okay, this is also from your textbook, from the lesson, what is my name? Sarada is beautiful. This is adjective. Sarada is intelligent. This is adjective. Adjective. Two adjectives, two different adjectives. Sarada is the same expression. So similar ones. We take one. Sarada is either beautiful. Okay, this is not necessary. Or intelligent. So in these examples, we find this either or is used before nouns, before pronoun, or before verb, and before adjectives. Same adjectives or same verbs, same parts of speech, either adjectives or verbs or nouns or pronouns. But remember, you avoid the same expression, but take the two different words. What are the two different nouns? What are the two different adjectives? What are the two different verbs? Identify, and before those two, before one, put either, and the next one are, and make the full sentence. Okay, if you observe all these sentences, you can understand as to how to write the answers for the questions given in your public examination. Okay, please subscribe our channel English Victor. Thank you.